Hello guys, good afternoon. Welcome to my channel. So finally, Sebi Grade A Phase 1 is over, and today was the examination with one shift for everyone in common. So the reactions were mixed in feeling for different people. For example, many of them said the paper 1 was very easy and paper 2 was a bit difficult as compared to last year. Yes, that's true. And many of them other students also said that paper 1 was difficult and paper 2 was easy. So it depends upon your preparation itself. So I will give you the insights of my feel with respect to Sebi grade A phase 1 examination. Okay. So I'm still waiting for the key answers from different centers, and need to see what will happen. But till then, I will say like what were my feeling in the examination and how many attempts did I do. Okay. So if you look into the details, so this was the phase 1 paper 1 part. So all the sections will have 20 questions. So totally 80 questions will be there, and there is no sectional cutoff and no sectional timing also. And The GA part was the most difficult part here. So because everything, so almost all of them were out of box, but still I was able to solve 8 of them because of my preparation for other examinations, current affairs and all. So those questions were directly from other examination syllabus itself, and also only one question was on Sebi. uh, this was also an almost expected question itself because of alerts. So alerts was one of the committee which was set up under Madhvi Puri chairmanship by SEBI. So this was one example where the full form of LE was asked. Okay. And English was the easiest part, I guess, and my English was a bit strong, and since the exam paper consisted of easy questions of English, it was very easy. And quants and reasoning, I said it was moderate level, and from both the reasons out of 40 I was able to solve 20 questions. Okay, so it was not a problem because the puzzle was also easy with respect to circle seating and one more with date seating. So I was unable to attend this date seating, but I was able to solve puzzle seating, but I did not get the correct answer. But I did not take any risk of putting the wrong answer itself. So I mainly concentrated on DI was also very easy, and I was satisfied with paper 1, so that was not a problem. But when you come to paper 2, it was completely different as compared to the previous year, because the previous year paper was so easy that even a normal degree student could have solved it very easily in a less amount of time. But this time the paper difficultiness had increased. More emphasis was given on deep conceptual knowledge. So all depending upon the concepts, the questions were important, and the thing was no numericals were there. So I had prepared almost 50 to 60 questions on numericals, but no numericals were present. So the phase 2 will be completely of numericals. At least we can expect 9 to 10 questions on numericals, because in PFRDA examination there were 9 numericals in phase 1, and the complete ulta, that is only 3 were in phase 2. So we can see, say if there are no numericals here, then the numerical questions in phase 2 will be surely high, that's for sure. So mark it down today itself if you are preparing for phase 2. And I can say the overall level was moderate level. So the management questions were quite tough, I guess, because you need to have a lot of knowledge with respect to those management type of questions, and you need to think them. So the person who has a very good EQ, emotional quotient, could have handled this examination without getting any stress. I will show you one example. Okay, this is one of the photo of my notes. Okay, please don't mind with my handwriting, it's not so good. Okay, this is with respect to buyback of shares. Okay, so there was one question on buyback of shares, and the question was asking which of the following is correct among the 5 options. See, all of them were very similar. Okay, so if you look at 5 of them, the 5 of them also seemed very correct. Okay, but when you know the concept deep into this buyback of shares, then only you can do this. So the 4 options could have been eliminated not so easily, but only one option. See, you can see post buyback, the company has to maintain a debt to equity ratio of 2:1. So this is the photo of my notes. So I had written this statement. See, this was not so important, because maximum shares that can be bought back, and these conditions will never be asked usually. But this time, since the more conceptual knowledge was asked, this statement had directly come in the examination. So the ratio should have been 2 is to 1. So if you know this, if you are knowing that the ratio should be 2 is to 1, then you could have easily attended this question. So this is just an example like how much of conceptual knowledge was asked from Sebi grade A. So what can we learn for phase 2 is that more and more amount of conceptual knowledge is very required, and I'll bet you at least 5 to 10 numericals will be there in paper 2, sorry, in phase 2. So if you think you can clear phase 1 after looking into the key answers of all the coaching centers, then you can surely start practicing more amount of numericals and know the more amount of basics, because basic questions are usually asked in increasing way. Okay, this was my analysis, guys. Need to see what will happen. Still, I haven't compared any coaching materials, key answers, or anything. So I will do this and will post a video like what will be my result, or else I'll be post a video after the results itself. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. Thank you.